Have a raccoon in your garage? How about a squirrel in your attic? You may need to start thinking about removing them ASAP.
Absolutely. Your house is an investment, and you don't want them ruining that. Steve Barker from Phoenix Pest Management and Wildlife Control joins us now with some tips on how to do that. Welcome, Steve. Nice
Thanks,
to see
guys.
you.
Yes, nice
now,
to see you.
I got to start with, this is a common problem, more common than you might think. My mom had it in her house, and it was a mess to get rid of. Obviously, we didn't call the right people.
Yeah, people wait too long sometimes, and then it becomes a much more expensive problem than it needs to be.
How common a problem is this?
Well, just recently there was a home inspector here in Florida that said over 70% of the houses that he inspects have some level of rodent activity.
Oh.
So, I mean, 7 out of 10 houses have some level. That means there's rats in there or squirrels in there.
Okay.
How do you know? I mean, we finally heard the insulation coming down in the attic, which obviously was way too late. But how do people know and detect that there's a problem, even a small one, which could get bigger?
Sometimes it's pretty obvious. You're laying in bed at night and you hear them above you scratching or chewing, and all of a sudden the phone rings at 3 in the morning because Mrs. So-and-so is freaking out. You think they're coming through. Sometimes they're so loud. Sometimes you don't even know you have them. I mean, oftentimes I'll get a roach or an ant call. Somebody has a problem with bugs, and we look in their attic and droppings everywhere. Nobody had any idea. If they're not above your head at nighttime or you don't hear them throughout the evening, sometimes you don't even realize they're up there.
Well, sometimes people will hear this and think, well, I'll just go ahead and get that foam that expands and I'll shoot that around any exposed little holes and like that.
Right.
And you say they can chew through that pretty quickly?
Yeah, 5-10 minutes, rat will just chew right through that. They have a home there at your residence, so you just put a little block in the way for them. So now they just have a little competition to get back through there.
More of a challenge.
Yeah.
Slows them down, but it doesn't
stop them.
Yeah, it doesn't eliminate them. So now let's take a look at some of the work that you have done, which is really successful.
Over the years I've been doing this, I've really perfected the art of keeping rats and squirrels, even raccoons, out permanently. This is kind of a thing you want to just do one time.
Right.
You don't want to revisit this problem once a year. But here you got on the left, beforehand, a raccoon had just ripped the soffit right open, and it doesn't take them much. They have strong little hands, and they get in there. And then on the right-hand side, I've replaced that entire area with aluminum and screwed it all in so that there's nothing for them to grab onto.
Good.
So anywhere they can actually sit and reach and pull, they're able to just open up an area. Another spot here, a raccoon going up each night with her babies inside. I took the whole area off and secured it, completely, so there's nothing for them to grab onto.
And let's talk about the humane way you handle these critters, these rodents that get up there. There you are with a bunch of them.
Well, we try to save everything we can. We don't like to hurt any animals. We're very humane in getting rid of them. Squirrels, I use live traps, like these 2 babies that were living with their mama up here in this roof soffit here. I got those guys out of there in the little trap, and then cleaned out the area and then secured the entire corner there, so there's no more ability for them to get back in there.
And you do a lot of other services as well, pest control.
We do, we provide one of the best pest services in the business. I mean, I take real pride in training my guys to we use all the best products so you get the best results.
Okay.
Fantastic.
We sweep down all the spider webs and wasp nests before we treat the house, so we make it look nice. So, but we also do complete attic restoration, for severe cases where, like we were saying, people let it go too long. Then the whole attic's contaminated. All that insulation has to come out, and then we have to put all new insulation.
So one-stop shopping.
Well, Steve Barker, thank you very much. Head to phoenixpestpros.com for more information and to find out how you can get $50 off your initial pest service. Steve Barker, thank you again.
Thank you guys.
Nice
Appreciate
to have you
it.
here, Steve. We'll be right back with more Daytime right after this.